So guys, today back for another video on the channel. Today we're here for the Watford versus Newcastle United preview. It's a massive game for Watford, more than less, because obviously Watford are in a relegation battle, and with games getting played tonight, it could be even bigger for them that they need a result on Saturday if they want to be playing Premier League football next season. Obviously Newcastle United, we survived. Obviously it was poor yesterday, but we survived in the Prem, and we'll go through Watford and Newcastle for the preview. Make sure to leave a like, lads, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yeah, we'll just start off by looking at Watford. So Watford have had for me, a poor season. They had a good season last season. They should have built off that, getting to the FA Cup final, and now they're 4 points above the relegation zone. But after today, Aston Villa play Man United, and I think Bournemouth play Tottenham, where you never know, a shock could happen, and it means it's even more of a bigger game for Watford. They sit 4 points above the relegation zone now. If Bournemouth and Villa both get dubs tonight, they're only 1 point above the relegation zone, so it's massive for Watford to get the dub against Newcastle United. Obviously, it always happens when we clinch survival, where it's mathematically secured, we just dip, and it's happened for the last couple of seasons, and we don't want to be like that. We want to be winning games, and unfortunately not. I think last season wasn't too bad. The season before that, we lost like a 5-game run. We went to Everton, and then we didn't win a game until the last game of the season. So that happens to us, that any Watford fans watching, that could advantage you, because obviously we're safe, but we should not be. Newcastle United should not be going our way safe. We should be fine against Watford. It's absolutely ridiculous. But we'll look at Watford's last 6 games now. So starting off, a 1-0 defeat to Crystal Palace. Then the return of football. Watford 1, Leicester 1. A 1-0 defeat to Burnley. A 3-1 defeat to Southampton, a 3-0 defeat against Chelsea, and the bounce back on Tuesday night with a 2-1 win over Norwich. That game was crucial for them, because if they didn't beat bottom of the league Norwich could be down on Saturday, so it was massive for them that they picked up 3 points, and it was a wonder goal from Danny Welbeck, who does like a goal versus Newcastle United as well, so he probably will start after scoring that acrobatic goal against Norwich. But in the last 6, it's only one win, one draw, and the rest of my losses. So Watford have had a weird season. The start of Javier Garcia, who just had them a fantastic season, got the final, and then they were bottom of the league, and he actually got sacked from when they last played us in August, where it was a 1-1, sorry, with Fabian Schär scoring. He got sacked after that game, and they brung in, what's he called? Give us a second, lads, I'll find his name. Sanchez Flores. He was one who got sacked because they were rooted at the bottom. But then they got that massive win against Liverpool. Nigel Pearson's came in and done a great job for Watford. He's really got them players doing the Nigel Pearson way, working hard, getting the results and grinding out them wins. And that's what he's trying to do for Watford, and he has done that. He's got them out the relegation zone, surprisingly. Everyone thought Watford were down and out, relegation, but they've pulled it out of the bag surprisingly, and they've got a couple of good players. Obviously Yedini, big strong striker. Ismail Assar, he's a good winger, but he's not the level of Maximin, so fingers crossed we'll know tomorrow if he's fit for the game. Watford have got some good players, Decore, Capu. It's their centre-backs that let me down, so it's a big chance for, if Andy Carroll starts, if Dwight Gale or Joe Linton, it's a massive opportunity, because I don't think Watford's defence is that great, so it's massive for Newcastle United strikers to do something. Let's look at Newcastle United. So obviously yesterday we did get beat 5-0 to Manchester City. We all knew that was going to happen, so we just need to try and forget about that and move on to this game. It's on Amazon Prime as well, lads. So if you've got Amazon Prime, give it a dig and watch the game on that, because it's the only place it's getting broadcast. Obviously there'll be streams and whatnot, but Amazon Prime is the place to be. But with obviously Newcastle United, the injuries hit us against City. We're going to lose the game anyways, but the team we put out, we were not expecting anything, and I've seen Newcastle fans go absolutely wild and whatnot, right? I understand that players weren't great. Your Bentaleb was shocking. Fabian Schär didn't have a great game, but we are playing our B team against probably the best team in the world at the minute with the current status. It's absolutely, like, yeah, fair enough, we got beat. We just need to forget about it and move on against Watford. Obviously, it is away, so it will be a bit more tricky. Obviously, we did get a 4-1 win against Bournemouth away, and then we just got beat 5-0 Man City away. So our away form's up and then down. It's a bit weird, but with the whole takeover situation where BT was speaking about. We, as Newcastle fans, are just trying to focus on the rest of the season, and they're saying we can't even focus for next season, which could, say if the takeover does not happen, I feel like us could get relegated next season, because we won't have enough, because obviously if this takeover is going ahead, Mike Ashley's not going to go, oh well, there's 40 million, Bruce, spend what you want. Of course he's not, because he's obviously selling the club. I don't know if that's a backup for everything that's going on, I don't know. But it was good to see, what the fella's name on BT, who is back in Newcastle United, saying Mike Ashley, they were fighting for relegation before Mike Ashley. They were European favourite stake to be in the top 7 every single season. And now look at we're happy to finish 13th. Are you joking? Nah, I'd rather not. But we need our players fit out. Obviously, we'll know more tomorrow after Bruce's press conference, and there'll be the predicted team and whatnot. Let's hope we can get a result on Saturday, lads. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you all for the predicted team tomorrow. How are the lads?